Diversifying your income is a wise plan, and Four Corners is an excellent choice, but there are ways to approach this that will make a big difference. So let's take a look. I'm going to set up a slide presentation here, screen share, so just bear with me while I get this set up. Hello, so my name is Renita Lowry, so welcome to this presentation. Four Corners has a couple of products that teach how money and finances work. So what we want to do is we want to know the best way to make money with Four Corners. So what is that? And when I take a look at this, I take a look at the cost because there's different ways that you can approach this. And there's a very, very low cost, and then there's a very high cost. So what is the best approach, and how does that affect your potential income? Because it does. And then the other consideration is, what do you have to do to make the money? Now, of the two products, there's a monthly newsletter, and I highly recommend you get this because you're getting paid for work you've done once. And this is that steady, stable income that you get paid month after month. It's set up in a 4x7 matrix. And as you can see over here, depending on where a person falls in your matrix, they'll pay you $1 or $2 or even as high as $4 on level 7. So this is very simple. Another way you make money is you get 100% commission match on anybody that you personally bring into Four Corners. This is a business, and bringing people into this is a big part of doing business in this industry, and that's no different from Four Corners. This commission match also happens on the other product, which is the financial literacy set. This one is not so straightforward. With this one, it's based on a 4x6 matrix. You get paid only once per person that comes in. There's affiliates here. You'll get paid. Someone on this row will pay you one time for that literacy set, the set 6. And so that's what makes the newsletter so important, because you get paid month after month. But there's different ways of coming into Four Corners. And if people come only in with set 1, and they land on your 6th row, you don't expect to be paid $120. There's a system in Four Corners that their commissions can upgrade them into the next levels, but it'll take a very long time before they're actually able to buy set 6 from you and pay you that. So this is a very important concept to know about how Four Corners works. You can see the potential income here is amazing too. It's more than $500,000. Now, I want you to optimize your business. And if you want to do that, fill your first row of your matrix with 4 people. And if you do that, you will get paid twice on everything in your personal matrix. I'm going to blow your mind away because I said that it makes a difference on how you do this. When I did the math, I could not believe it. People coming in with $18 versus people coming in with just putting a few extra dollars. After their first 4 rows are filled, and that's not a lot of people, the first one pays 0, whereas the second one, the second option here, you get almost $10,000. And I'm going to show you how. This is how this works. In your first row, when it's filled, you can see, of course, it's all the same. It always pays out the first set, but then it goes different. Remember how I said people have to be in a position to buy it from you? If you have people coming into all of these rows down here and they only have set 1, they're not going to buy set 4 from you. They have to earn the commissions on it yet, and that takes a while. And that's what's happening here. In the first 4 rows of Four Corners on this matrix, you can see that they just don't have enough money. They're still actually, they don't even have set 6 yet on if they've come in with $18. Now, as you go through, you've seen I've added in the newsletter. So even here you can compare the difference. You're getting extra money with the newsletter just by adding in that newsletter. At least if you just bought set 1, you'd have $500. But I have found that, to me, the very best approach, the most reasonable in cost, I'm taking a look at what can people afford, and I think that if it's less than $150, that is something that most people can afford. And look at the difference. And there was no difference. There was basically no difference in income if you got set 4, 5, or 6. You can see that when your first 4 rows are filled, it's about $10,000. So why not stay at that? Why not get sets 1 to 4? Why pay the extra? Because in the long run, it's not going to make that much difference. So if you could make $10,000 quickly, so what are you going to do when you start Four Corners? Are you going to come in with 18? Or how about the 143? Now I did some more work here. This is all math. It's all, you can duplicate this and you can do your due diligence and come up with the same numbers. I thought, what would happen if my rows 5 to 8 were filled? And you can see that, all right, if you just come in for $18, you're starting to make a little bit of money, but you still have to subtract from this. You still have to subtract the set 6 money from this. But look at here, the choice that I have shown that I believe is the best approach. You're making more than $27,000. It goes through you saying, look what happens in row 6. This is all newsletter income. Isn't that amazing? And then you can see that it pays out. Now, I've got down here, it shows that this one here, you're making almost $750,000 after your 8 rows are filled. You can see that set 5 is all paid off. And what that is that it's the pay and the matching bonus. Remember on the very, very first, so it's the sets that you're paying you, and the matching bonus is completely paid off. And you just have to get set 6 income, but you're always getting the newsletter income from this. Now, you know, Four Corners is totally amazing. You're making more than $500,000 on the set income, which again that's a one-time payout, but it's per account, so that you would get that. And remember, I recommend that you bring in 4 people at least, to fill your first row. So with yours and that's 5 times more than the $500,000. You're actually making almost $3 million just from the set income. That's the potential income on it. And for the newsletter, it's $76,000 a month per account. For a full account, that's if everybody is buying the newsletter. And again, you would have 5 times that amount if you had yours and 4 others that you've brought in. So this is the best way to make money in Four Corners. I highly recommend you get sets 1 to 4 and the newsletter right away, and find 4 people who see the vision. The sooner you do this, the faster you'll make money. Come join with us in Four Corners. And I want to tell you a very interesting story. I was recently at a store and they had 90% off, 1-day special sale. And I did buy some items, and I thought, why don't we look at Four Corners as this 1-day special, say, get in now, take action, get into action right away. And if you do this, it's a very simple business. The product is simple. It's a little bit complicated with the sets and how it upgrades, but if you follow my advice, you and anyone that comes in with you and does the same advice will make good money and with Four Corners, and this can happen very quickly. So this is the best advice. Come in now, come quickly, show people, and I think that this can change your life and the lives of people that you touch. Well, this ends the slideshow, and thank you so much for joining me in this presentation. I'm just going to stop the screen share. So it's Renita Lowry, and have a wonderful day, and I hope that this has made a difference for you. Please get back to the person who showed this to you and get started right away. Take care.